Alright, you guys know the routine. Wait a minute and then we'll get started. Give me a chance to get all my stuff together.
That's all. How do you airball it?
Alright, let's get this thing started. Alright guys, tonight we got ourselves a case of Walking Dead Road to Alexandria. It's was on sale super cheap, so couldn't pass it up. Remember, this particular break, how's it going, Chris? There's no base and no inserts, and the inserts are all, you know, common stuff. So just the hits and the parallels. So only the good stuff. Boy, I haven't opened this in a while. I pulled the checklist up. Alright, so besides all the typical parallels, let's see, no printing plates in this, huh? Like in rust, blue, mold, sepia, black and white, and red for the parallels. Autographs, 13 cards, dual autographs, triple autographs, autograph costume relics, dual autograph relics.
Make sure we're on the same page.
Let's see, again, costumes with the different parallels to them. Dual costume. And then the inserts. That looks like it. Actions.
They really weren't that good.
Sketches too, obviously.
It wasn't even that good.
Okay.
Dude, they really scored a goal from like the other 18.
So Chris, is there anything in particular that you're looking for in this? Besides saying I want a Jeffrey Dean Morgan, or, you know, I don't know who the big sketch artists are in this. I didn't look at them.
Well, I'd rather have threes with someone that's in the party than random.
Sure. If I remember correctly, some of the parallels are the rust and the mud, I think. Oh, one of them's numbered, but Oops.
No.
Well, let's hope we get a Negan auto. We'll start with that.
That is.
So far, looks like we're all.
Matt, why did you want to? I didn't do my screen today. Did you say, Matt?
Oh, you know what? I forgot to check on the inserts.
With you yesterday, and I was
Are
like,
there parallels to the inserts? Walker Hall of Fame, no. That's Walmart only. Factions, no. Characters, no. Target only. Better deal. Alright, so the inserts don't have parallels. Needed to make sure before I get any further. I can't remember which one it was. One of the Walking Dead products. A couple of the inserts, you'd swear that they were the same color as a parallel, and I always would stop and check them.
Matt, are you in the
How you doing there, Chris number 2? Alright, so here's our second parallel. This is a blue of card 11. These are numbered out of 50. This is 22 of 50.
They haven't changed it. Matt, are you guys enjoying?
Now, are you guys, do you remember opening this? I mean, I know I opened up some of this when it first came out, but, you know, I'm just trying to remember how frequently the other parallels came out. I don't think it was a lot of them, you know, not like you get like one other parallel per box. There's our sketch. Nicholas Baltra is the artist. I mean, it pretty much is just like, you know, it's typical. That's not. No, it's a typical top set. You know, like they put out the season sets, and then they have to put out, you know, the Road of Alexandria and Evolution, and you know, they gotta milk them for everything they can. I actually kind of liked Evolution.
The rainbow one?
You know, I do think that autograph. I do think that AMC or Walking Dead, I don't know how the property goes. I think they also had something to do with it because, you know, Cryptozoic was doing such a good job with it, and then when they came out with part 1 and part 2 of a series, that was very unlike them. So I'm wondering if AMC had put some, you know, kind of new requirements on them, and that was one of the reasons why they walked away, and then Topps swept in. Now look, auto collection was fun. I enjoyed it. And I don't know, it must just be the magnetics, you know, the one touches, because even though you're paying, you know, 20, 30 bucks for a single card, I feel like I'm getting something out of it. All right, so we start with a base autograph, and this is on card, which is nice. Olivia. Come on. There you go. Now I think, unless somebody else takes the license back over, I think we're done with Walking Dead cards, unfortunately. You know, it was successful with Cryptozoic. It's a Nicholas Baltra. It's a nice sketch of Michonne. But then Topps just pumped and pumped and pumped, and the market could not handle what they were doing. So I think they're walking away. There's no reason for autograph collection to come out, none whatsoever. The only problem is if they do make more, and I'm not talking about Topps, I'm just talking in general Walking Dead cards, the only thing left would be Rittenhouse. I mean, I doubt Cryptozoic would take him back. Did you pick up one of these cases on the cheap, Chris?
Matt wants to join yours.
Hey, well, at least they'd get Andrew Lincoln on it again. That's not. No. For a second, I thought that was black and white. It is not. Hey, nothing like a cheap box to
shorts.
There's our relic. I remember seeing your post. So, what was it? All you need is Fat Joey, and you're done with the set for having at least one of each person in some form. Not fit anymore in that box. Well, at least with Spider-Man Homecoming, you know, I like the set. You know, it's a decent looking set, and the parallels with the red and blue foils, I thought they were really cool looking. Autograph list was a little weak. I shouldn't say weak; it was small, and the odds of pulling a Keaton are really hard. Nope. There's our autograph. Oh, jeez. Okay, good.
Remind me for this one.
I actually can't wait. There's still, with the Rick and Morty and the Star Wars Evolution breaks that are finishing up. Ooh, that reminds me. What time is it? 9:30. All right. I'm running the draft for Rick and Morty right now. The clock's on tonight.
80 or 80? And you didn't even know how many points was in our part.
Well, you know, you were joking about CZX The Walking Dead, but I posted in the CZX DC thread before I left work about, you know, some possible autographs somebody was saying. I think we're all letting our minds really run wild on this. Because unless they release something that I haven't seen, the Jason Momoa is the only confirmed autograph.
Yeah, that guy's retired. Look at that guy's hat. That's awesome. How do you put that?
One thing that stinks about pulling the hits early, gotta sit through a bunch of nothing. Unless by chance there's a third hit in the box or some rare parallel.
It's not that. That's good, though. Could have at least gotten this glove box for it.
So that's the thing that kind of surprises me, is that, oh, got a sketch. So we did get a third hit. Look at that, ask and ye shall receive. You know, the thing that surprised me is with Spider-Man is how cheap it is. Yet Black Panther is what, twice as much? And you don't really have a chance at anything. I mean, Martin Freeman's, you know, and Angela Bassett. After that, I forget who the other one or two people are. It was one of the guards. In Road to Alexandria?
I don't think I highly doubt
I didn't see printing plates on the checklist. Was it under autographs? Oh, wrong way. Autographs. Oh yeah, printing plates. Look at that.
you asked me.
Now I will say that but the Black Panther set, again, the base set and the parallels I like them a lot. But I mean, I like that with all of the sets. When I did, I don't think you were in it, but when I was doing the Ant-Man break, I really wanted to get the minis, but somebody beat me to them. All right, so this is a Rust relic, 82/99 of Tara. Autograph, base autograph. The Andy. We're gonna get Pete in the next one. I don't know if he's in this or not, but Colin. Artwars.
Honestly, let's just go over here.
Let me just look up his last name. What's going on, EJ? 1 second here. Where's that sketch list at? Colin. Arthurs.
That's his loss.
Yeah, Nicholas.
Wow, so he
Or we'll get Tomas. Well, I mean, honestly, I like both the sketches, so we got two good sketches. That's a positive. You know, I mean, I'm not doing that. The hits, I think, were all on that side, so I'll leave that for last. Now, while I'm opening this, I'm going to just jump over for 1 second here. We're gonna read while I do this. Let's see who's in the single autograph. So we got, and I'm only gonna tell you the good. So you got Negan, Eugene, Abraham, and I'll even say Simon. The rest, excuse me, the rest of the single signers. This feels like a relic. Olivia, Alvaro, Daniel, Andy, Birdie, Scott, Axel, Kathy, Reg. So single signers. Now duels are a lot better because Chad Coleman is in the duels, David Morrissey's in the duels, Denai's in the duels, John Bernthal's in the duels. Sarah Wayne Callie, Chandler Riggs, Scott Wilson, Stephen Young. Boy, everybody's in the duels and nobody's in the singles.
Right, talk to Kelly.
So. So we got to really hope for a duel or a triple or the autograph relic. That's where they put the better names. I mean, we still got a chance of a couple of good singles. Hey EJ, maybe you would remember. Are you familiar with this? I don't know how much of it you might have opened when it came out. No? Okay. Well, then never mind.
Probably better for us.
And I know whoever gets the rust, I think you can almost make two complete sets. I think when we opened this before, I had picked the rust, and I think I had made one set, and then I was maybe
Talk to her.
about 8 cards short of a second set.
Come on, man.
But I'm just trying to remember how many different parallels that we got. Not the rust, the better parallels. Well, there's an autograph.
Not the shooting.
And we did get a numbered one at least. I got company here. I don't have the... I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. Got a fly. I don't know how he came down here.
Come on, contestant. That's a block.
I get him. Ugh. Yep, I got him. Yummy. Is everybody watching Fear this season?
That guy like joined.
I'm a little behind. I got the first 2 episodes in, but I didn't watch 3 and 4 yet.
I'm gonna fade it from here. I'll do you. So was that. Come on.
I mean, Fear really did a... You know what's funny is the first season of Fear was god awful. It was really bad. And it got progressively better. You know, I've got a few issues with the show in general, but you know, it's more of the things, you know, what do you consider to be believable? And we got ourselves a parallel. And that's our rust. You know, one of the harder parallels, I mean. But this season it started, they somehow found a plane and were flying it. Well, they crashed it. And everybody, well, one person got hurt. Nobody died. But there's like this cloud of smoke as the crash from the plane, you know, brings all the zombies. And Alicia, the daughter, the real good-looking girl, she comes jumping out of the smoke, swinging a propeller, just going to town on everybody. All right, we'll start with the relic. So this is a base relic of Dwight. These are actually, I tell you, these are heavily glossy, which actually looks nice. Some almost has a plastic look to the top of it. We got ourselves card number 92. This is black and white, 3 of 5. And our autograph, I thought this was a 1 of 1 at first, but it's not. This is 10 of 10 because it's red. I guess this isn't really red. Sure thought it was. What's because blood red is... This is a sepia. Okay, yeah, I guess I can see that. And this is Birdie. And her name is Karen Cisse.
I wanted to try it.
And it doesn't want to focus. There it goes. Kind of like with the Star Wars black and white. Base set is great, but then the parallels, the colors are so close together, it's hard to tell what's what. Yes, that definitely was a good box. I mean, Birdie, hey, but you know what? I don't know if she in autograph collection. I know I never pulled her autograph. I don't think I've ever pulled it before. Okay, you're just gonna have to bear with me for just a moment. Alright. Like I said, unfortunately I am I'm doing a draft at the same time.
Let's go. I knew that.
Just take just a second.
Yes. Matt. I hit Y for the rebound. I didn't hit X in time. Yeah, I know. I hit Y for the rebound.
But I think with
Yeah,
I think with Fear, it's almost like the regular Walking Dead now. I just watch it to watch it.
pass it. That's all. Oh my god. Okay. That's off.
Pretty soon it'll be time for another show to watch. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, see. So, Chris, you said, nah, she's not. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Well, the only thing I can think of is that when I said that the girl who plays Alicia is good looking. Oh, okay. Isn't in the autograph collection. So I took too much of a stretch there. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know if she's in any other releases, but that is the first, as far as I can remember, that's the first autograph of hers that I've ever pulled. But you know what they say, rarity doesn't, equal expensive.
Oh, why'd you give me
I read in the like different shows people say are really good. I just flip through the forum. All right, we got another parallel. I'll put that there. That's a mold, I believe. It's green. The top stuff or the cryptozoic stuff or just in general? All of it. That reverse it's out of the way.
Oh my god, I was literally in and out.
I didn't except for some base sets and insert sets that I kept for myself. I haven't I didn't really collect much Walking Dead.
What RV?
I bet you though, if anybody's going to try and sell that Rick's badge, the patch that Cryptozoic cut up in season 1, I bet you're not going to find that for cheap.
I want him.
There's a relic. Yeah. Oh, I went upside down. You know, it's funny. I saw that
Is there anybody there?
because the different, like I put up a couple of archive box breaks, but I want to spread it out a little bit. But if they're still on sale when I get to them, after I finish Twin Peaks and Beyond, Discovery and Star Trek Original Series Captain's Collection. You know what, though? It's the same thing. When I was opening up the other night, when I was opening up Rick and Morty, or no, when I was doing the first of 5 cases, Tom Kenny autographs out of Rick and Morty, you know, for all the minor characters, you know, it's like, you know, $40, $50, $60. But if they had him as SpongeBob, it'd be worth, you know, a couple hundred easy. Yeah, they did have a full patch.
Can it be if we're losing by a lot? No.
I've only ever gotten lucky once. I've gotten one redemption out of all the, oh, come on. I've gotten one redemption out of all the Cryptozoic stuff I've ever opened. And it was at one of the Hobbit releases, and it was the multi autograph of all the Jesus, the dwarves, not the dwarves, the yeah. The crazy thing about that was the person who got it in that draft did not live in the United States, so I had to redeem it for him. And I mean, it wasn't you know, like a $10,000 card, but it was still, you know, a little nervous mailing that thing overseas.
Always finds it.
Okay, mold 13 of 25. Yeah, at least this is. Does this card not have a number?
No.
I mean, beginning of the journey. I guess this is card number 1.
No, open man. Come on now.
I brought it with me to the Philly show. I remember showing it off. Believe me, always mailing stuff out overseas no matter what. 63 of 99. Another Olivia. And a Rust. 77 of 99. Ezekiel.
Look at the board. Man, that's so bad.
Long sleeve. Need a thick one. That was the halfway point. This is box 5. So I guess I know we should have been ahead of the game. So that's 4 autographs, 2 sketches, and 3 relics. So that's 9. So we're 1 up.
Why are you shooting?
And that doesn't count the you know, the others, the parallels, and that we'll get.
What do you mean? Did you open the eyes?
Now I don't remember in the thread, in the break, for the breakdown, Did I?
One more and I'll take it.
I don't know if I really said anything. I think I just said, you know, if extra hits are pulled, meaning the rare parallels, you know, we'd snake back up. Let's see. 17 for the hits. One spot for the rust, one spot for blue, one spot for mold. Okay, so we got a black and white, so we're already ahead of the game there. So that's good.
Stay tight. I'll shoot it. Stay with him, Brett. They kind of look like a block. No way.
So if any of you switch, like if you're not watching Fear, is there some other show you watch in its place? I've seen a few commercials of some shows that seem interesting. I don't have Netflix though, so everything seems to be it's on Netflix or it's on Hulu or whatever. There was the one with Harry Potter. I think it was it Daniel Radcliffe? Something about where they get all the letters that go to God and God was going to destroy the earth or something. Seemed kind of funny. And then there was that, what's it called? Gods and Demons? No, Demons and Angels. David Tennant was like a demon, and he had to team up with an angel to save the earth. Something like that. I like David Tennant from Doctor Who, so seemed like it might be something worth watching. Oh, Miracle Workers? There you go. I mean, I haven't seen the commercial in a while, but I remember I knew every person that was in it. Can't tell you who they all were, but I remember from the commercial. There's a relic. What the hell? I got a gnat now?
They were so bad. Very good. I don't want to find.
There's our autograph. No, oh, they finally posted it? I'll look at this upside down. I did not look at the bond checklist. the last I saw is I guess it was you probably that posted that the checklist wasn't up yet.
So did mine.
Carbies or whatever. He posted pictures from his break. I mean, the cards look really nice. Now, granted that, you know, since most of the movies are so old, the actors that are in them, they're a lot younger. So, I mean, I recognize Sean Bean in his one autograph. I'm not sure who else he had. Yeah, if you're a Bond fan, it's going to be a hard one with all the different levels. I just want to get one of those silver redemptions. Alright, we start with a base relic of Dawn. And base autograph, but it is Abraham. So that's good. How am I get in there? So the question, has the price stayed? I don't even remember what our price was. I don't remember it being expensive. You know, compared to like Flair was expensive. There's only, as far as I know, just the one, right? I mean, you saw the checklist, so you would know. The George Lazenby was a reward. Because what is it, Dalton won't sign? And they probably wouldn't pay for what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank? Craig. You know, now I was curious though on, and I can't remember who the second one was, but on the checklist is Shane Rimmer on there, because he had passed away last month now, and then there was a woman actress who had passed away too that had signed for a bunch of the Bond sets from Rittenhouse.
No, this one.
You must be young if you guys have to be young if Brosnan's your favorite. Because like my mom, she's a huge Bond fan, and she's Sean Connery all the way. And then when I was old enough to go to the movies to see him, it was mostly Roger Moore, so he became my favorite. And then my mom used to rag on me for that. Here's a blue, card number 91, 5 of 50. Yeah, I mean, if you're a big Bond fan, you might know there was an actress who passed away also recently, like maybe a week after Rimmer did. Okay, got ourselves our relic.
That's fine for me.
I wonder how many sketches we're supposed to get out of a case.
Nothing. Definitely just
And there's another sketch.
you were fine.
Michelle Rayner. Alright, so it's at least 3. And there's an autograph. It's the hold on. Let me finish this box before I say it.
Oh, you wish. So you got your toes too. With the way Mass Connection is going, I might be able to hop in there.
No, it's not another Olivia, but you'll see in a second, because this is like a Topps MO to the T. Because this happens in almost every single case of Star Wars I ever open. Alright, so we'll start with, we got a blue relic of Glenn. You're probably not going to see it on camera, but there's definitely some color differences to it. 21 of 50. I don't want to say it's like striped or something. It's just, some difference in colors. Hey, it's my buddy Sebastian. What's up, buddy?
Brett's starting to shoot, so he's...
Alright, show the sketch next. Michelle Rayner. Not exactly sure on the character. I was thinking Tara at first, but I'm not sure.
Okay, wait for 3.
Base autograph of Birdie. So the thing I've always noticed with Topps is that if you get a parallel autograph, you are almost guaranteed to get the base version of the same autograph in your same case. So we had gotten the Olivia Rust, and we got the Birdie Sepia, and we got base versions of both of them. All right, so now that puts us up a second hit now, right? Oh, you know what? Crap. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Just need to jump over.
Yeah, it's better than Matt.
And how are we doing here? We're on 30. Okay, we're good. All right, there it goes.
Just kidding.
I might do another evolution, Sebastian. I'm not totally sure.
Oh, is that you?
One person had asked, but the last two cases weren't exactly the best. I mean, the case we just finished, the autographs were pretty weak, and I mean, it was only, you know, you got the two sketches, and the Jabba the Hutt sketch was really nice. The case before, we had the Warwick Davis, was it? Printing plate autograph, which was nice, but I don't remember there being much after that. But somebody asked, I guess if it's cheap, if it's still cheap and everybody wants to have fun with it, cheaper than doing the Stellar, I guess. But after that, the next thing would be the Chrome Legacy, which that doesn't come out for a month. I should have 2 cases of that to open. Hey, you know, I actually I watched a bit of a video of yours. You had posted, you know, that you missed the break live the other night, and when I clicked on something, it somehow brought me up to a video saying about how happy you were that you might be getting baseball back. Since the MLB has given Tampa Bay the okay to research playing games in 2 cities. Vladimir Guerrero, your favorite player? Relic. Now, is Olympic Stadium still there? Well, I don't know if specifically Montreal is any different, but Canada's not too bad. I know, I couldn't tell you exactly where, but there's 2 guys in particular that do Star Wars stuff with me that are in Canada, and usually if they get like 3 or 4 cards, a lot of times they've got enough shipping credit built in that they don't have to pay any extra. The exchange rate I have no clue on. I don't know. I was in the post office today. I don't know if anybody else does a lot of shipping, but he was saying that the price of international actually has gone up. Oh, we got a second relic. And we got ourselves a sepia parallel, numbered out of 10. It's another good box. Yeah, I could see that exchange rate killing you. That definitely. The shipping shouldn't be too bad. As long, you know, the big thing is that if somebody gets base cards, you get base cards, you're in trouble. You're just picking up, you know, autographs and sketches. It's not so bad because you can fit. I mean, the way I pack something, you know, you can fit probably 4 or 5 cards and not go over the 4 ounces. But anyway, but the guy at the post office was saying something about the price of international going up. I don't know. All right, card number 1, 2 of 10.
Oh my god.
There we go. All right, so we got blue, mold, sepia, and black and white. We got ourselves a base Negan relic. And our second relic is sepia. Looks like, yeah, 5 of 10. And you get a dual relic of Beth and Noah. Oh, I forgot to mention that it's autographed. There we go. That's a winner.
Playing with you hurts my back.
I didn't realize the exchange rate has gone back up that much. I was up in Toronto maybe, oh geez, 20, try to think. It was over 20 years ago. Yeah, it was it's numbered out of 10. Was it 5 of 10? Yeah, 5 of 10. And the rate was even worse for Canada. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember buying stuff up there, whether it was cards or might even been comic books, and they were using the regular price guides, and nobody was taking into account that the price guides were all in U.S. dollars. That made out really well up there.
Yeah.
But then when our economy tanked like 10 years ago, it was pretty much even up, wasn't it? At some point, it was almost like a 1-to-1. This is the last box. I don't think anything's going to top the box we just had. Unless we get some killer sketch. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to give us two big autographs in one case. Yeah, we had gone, so I wish I could remember where we stayed. We were in Toronto, right in the middle of town. Went to an Argonauts game. Relic. Met Wayne Gretzky and his dad at the restaurant. Yeah, it's not that far. I think I could be in Niagara Falls in about 4.5 hours, 5 hours. That's hockey, right? I've seen that name. I've seen that name on our forum, but yeah, you see, I'm not a. I mean, I'm not a huge hockey fan in general, but I live in southern New Jersey, so New Jersey basically, you're either part of Philadelphia or you're part of New York. There's kind of you're not allowed to be on your own. I know the Devils are in New Jersey, but they might as well be New York. They're up the very northern part of the state, so we're only allowed to be Flyers fans
We got it from.
down here if we watch hockey. As I said, not a huge hockey fan in general, but I used to do help this guy with cards, and he would always buy me a ticket to take his kids places because I guess he didn't want to go, and his son was a huge Flyers fan. I remember I got to go to the last game at the Spectrum before they opened up their new stadium, which was cool. But I'd go to one game of every playoff series. This is back when Lindros was still playing, back in the early 90s.
Oh, no, let me get out.
Alright, so there's only a couple packs left. All we can hope for at this point, because I already pulled the autograph and the relic, is a sketch or a rare parallel. But I mean, I don't think anybody's going to complain about this case. Oh, we got a blue, so there's one more parallel. Alright, so that means this last pack is definitely just nothing. There's no way we're gonna get a hit at the end. Yeah. Alright, so we're not ending on anything special. I'm not gonna pretend. Blue, 37/50, card number 62.
Now, where are you going? What are you?
Okay.
Oh my.
So that gives us, for the parallels, we've got 3 blue, 1 sepia, 1 mold, 1 black and white. Base autograph of Scott.
Why? No, just hit A. Just hit A.
Okay. And a base relic of Ezekiel. Alright, so there's our parallels. We got ourselves a ton of the Rust parallels. 3 sketches. So we had Michelle Rayner. We're thinking that that's Tara. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Is his last name Green? Kenrick Green, look at that. Colin Arthurs, nice zombie sketch. And Nicholas Baltra, Michonne sketch. Alright, our relics. So we had a base of Ezekiel, a base of Negan, a base of Dawn, base of Dwight, 2 Rust, Rust of Tara, Rust of Ezekiel, and a blue Glenn. And then for our autographs, so we had our base Scott, our base Birdie, base Andy, base Olivia, Rust Olivia, Sepia of Birdie, a base Abraham, so that's our best regular autograph, and then our best hit, a dual autograph relic of Beth and Noah. So that is everything. I'll scan right now. I'm good. I'm not gonna fall asleep. All right. To answer your question, Bawdy, we next break will probably be Friday night. I should have 2 cases of James Bond Upper Deck to open. It got delayed. I was supposed to have it tonight, but it got delayed at Blowout. That should be the next one. You're welcome, EJ. If there's anything that you guys want to have me break, don't forget, post it over in my thread over on Blowout. Currently filling that 2 other cases of Inflections. I guess somebody posted, I guess they're waiting for the break that Houdini's doing to finish up, which I think it did tonight, before they jump into mine. I think it's about a little more than a third of the way full. The price is back down. It's the cheapest. It's the same price as the very first break I did before it went up and then came back down. So I don't think it's going to get any cheaper anytime soon. Also, I haven't checked in on it. Second case of Star Wars Chrome Legacy. There's also archive box of Star Trek Beyond, archive box of Twin Peaks. They're both on sale, so I figured I'd give those a shot. I haven't followed up to see how close they are to being full. I'll do that tonight or tomorrow. And I think that's about it. One last thing is I'm going to be doing a break over on Facebook. So if you go over to the iFish73 Breaks and Mail Service over on Facebook, join the group, get in on that break. It's for Viceroy Space Series 2. This is the last of their product that they have. It's mostly returned artists and a couple that they just, some extras that they held back that they didn't pack out. Now that everything's all been opened, this is what's left. There's a lot more than I thought. There's 73, I think he said, total sketches, mostly singles, and I think there's 7 box top size sketches that, or most of those were regular size, but then there was like 7 box topper sketches in the thing. I believe it's only going to be $25 a spot, and that's all in, shipping included. Just working out the final details with Viceroy, and then I'll get something up on that Facebook page. But give it a look over there, and thanks for watching. See you guys on the next break.